From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. The Chiefs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Keep your head. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now it's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun, Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Panthers 7, Chiefs nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kadarius Toney, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball. Whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback, you have a much better opportunity.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. Being under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Hardman on the return. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I'm not totally And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yellow.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
15. 57. 43.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we've got a football game going.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
On 1st down, Fields. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They'll send Moss in motion right. On 1st down, it's Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Again, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Butker now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think the Chiefs have it, they do. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On play action, Fields. And he'll find Pittman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. It's Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
15.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Try to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And oh, it's blocked. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking deep downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with... And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Justin Fields with now his second touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Tony. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And again, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Amari Barno able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Yellow. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Off play action, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Fields again. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Trying to improvise. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first. Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Panthers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 52, Chiefs 34.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up